Good morning. I had a conversation this morning with someone and it sparked this video idea. At first, after this call, I was a bit frustrated, confused, maybe even a little angry. And then I thought about it and I said, this is a great opportunity to have a conversation and let things out. So that's what we're doing. I also have an extremely large cup of coffee and it's so good today. So, you've seen the video title, you know what we're here for. Some people can't fathom why a sane human would go into sex work. It was something I had to talk about. These people are searching high and low of something traumatic that has happened in their lives that could have steered them in this direction. They think, oh my gosh, this person must have been abused, this person must have daddy issues, this person must have been molested, raped, abused, whatever it may be. And yeah, we're going there today. That's what people really think of sex workers. They can't wrap their brain around why someone would want to go into this industry. And to be honest, it is mind-blowing that in today's age that this is still a conversation, in my opinion. Sex work has been around for as long as humans have been around, and it's nothing new. A simple point I want to make is that personally, I can't wrap my head around why anyone would subject themselves to working in an office for 50 plus years until they retire and every day come home and complain that they're tired, that their job sucks, that they don't get enough paid time off, that they can never go on vacation. To me, that sounds like you might have issues if that is what you've chosen to do with your life. So for me, that's the kind of life that doesn't make sense to me. But no, you don't have to go into sex work if you want more freedom in life. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm just giving that comparison to say not everyone's gonna understand your life and your choices, and that's totally fine, but why does there have to be a problem with going into sex work? Why is it so stigmatized? Why do you think that everybody that goes into sex work has some sort of deep down rooted issues that need to be solved? Can't it just be a job someone chose because they like it? I wanted to give you guys my story, how I got into this industry, why I stick to it, why I'm still doing it after 3+ years, and why it was the best decision I ever made in my life. Let's start from the beginning. The first time I ever actually even registered that there was sex workers was when the show called Girls Next Door was on VH1 or MTV or something like that, and it was all about the Playboy Mansion. And no, I was not stupid. I knew that they were taking nude pictures for a magazine and that they were probably sleeping with this old man. Not that I wanted to do any of those things, but I just didn't see anything wrong with it. They were adults, they chose what they wanted to do, and I didn't idolize these girls, but I thought, wow, you know, they chose something that people judge them for, and they chose to do it anyways because they do not give a fuck. They're doing what makes them happy and what they want to do. Obviously, things have come out about that, and there is definitely a lot going on behind the scenes, but as far as me and how I viewed these girls for the choices that they made, I didn't see anything wrong with it. They were adults, they could do whatever they wanted, and I never judged anyone for that. That was my earliest thought about anything that had to do with sex work. Now, I didn't have the easiest upbringing, but nothing was going on at home. Nothing was wrong. I was a normal teenager. I actually got pretty good grades. I went to college twice. I got my AA degree first, and then I got my bachelor's degree. I did visual communications, and I got my bachelor's degree in digital cinema. And I also worked corporate for 6+ years. While I was in college, I actually worked a corporate job. I was working at Guess Jeans, and I worked with them for literally 6 years. And I did graphic design, I did video editing, filming, producing, everything. And I had a lot of fun, and I really liked my job, and I liked that I was growing within my position and up the corporate ladder. I thought that's exactly what I should be doing, because that's what you're taught, that you should go to college, get a degree, work a corporate job until you run yourself into the ground. That's what I was taught was supposed to be my life. So when it was going that way, I was so happy until one day I was tired. I was exhausted. I was angry every day when I got home from work. I hated what I was doing. And it wasn't because I hated the actual job, and it wasn't because I hated the people. It was because I hated not having freedom to choose when I worked and when I was home and when I got to go on vacation and when I got to spend time with my family, because I felt overworked. I felt like I spent the majority of my time, and I didn't just feel this, I knew I was spending the majority of my time in a cubicle. I didn't want that for my life anymore. So is it so wrong to seek other opportunities? No. I went and found another corporate job, and I tried to do that as well. I got a great pay raise, $20,000 more a year. I had a higher position. I was just doing the most. I had a really cool job. I was working for MedMen. I oversaw all of the US and Canada stores for visuals, and it was a really, really cool job. But again, I found myself tired at the end of a day where I sat in a box. Why was I tired? I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting in a box all day long on my computer. I was tired, I was angry, I was grumpy, and I wasn't happy. And so I realized that social media in general was what I wanted to do. Not because I wanted to be famous, not because I wanted, whatever, but because I went to school for digital cinema, so I loved making videos, and I loved editing and all of that, and I wanted freedom. So I knew that to do social media, I would get freedom and I would get to do the thing that I loved, which was making videos. So I quit my job. I quit my corporate job to do social media full time. And obviously the first year was really, really hard because you don't make money off social media right away. It takes a long time. So the first year was extremely hard. I started getting clients and I started helping them with their social media. And that's how I was making another side of income while I was trying to make social media work. And so I had a little bit of income from social media, a little bit of income from my digital marketing agency that I kind of created, and I was working with small brands and companies. And again, I found myself working for somebody else around their clock, around their time, and I had less time for the things that I really loved, which again was my freedom of time, spending time with my family, going on trips. And yeah, it sounds like, oh, I just want freedom. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Why are we in a society where working and grinding is the only thing that matters? My time matters. I only have one life. I want to spend that with my friends and family and exploring the world. I slowly but surely started dropping clients, and eventually I was only down to one client and my social media income, and it was getting tight, it was hard. And so when I found OnlyFans, it was a form of social media that was adult content, but it was a form of social media, making videos, taking beautiful photos. When I found it, I was a little unsure. I knew people would judge me, but again, I had this mindset that what matters to me the most is my freedom of time. And I never have judged anyone for doing sex work. And especially if it's on the internet, like, who cares? You're not touching anybody. You're not bothering anybody. It's your own body. Why are you so insecure with your own body? I don't know, but that's not my problem. I'm not insecure with mine. So I didn't have any problem with it. And so I started doing it, and it was another source of income that helped me get to my ultimate goal, which was doing social media and having freedom of time. That was my journey. That was my story. And yes, there are tons of things that happened in my life, but I don't think any of them contributed to why I decided to go into sex work. I've been to therapy many times. I've gone to a psychiatrist when I was, having a depressive episode. I take care of my mental health. I take care of my body physically. I eat healthy. I go to the gym. I talk with friends. I have a great relationship with my family. So no, there was nothing traumatic that happened that pushed me into sex work. It was a choice that I made because I wanted freedom, because I feel confident with my body and it actually helps me boost confidence with my body, and because it was a choice that I made. And it's not something for everybody. I'm not saying everybody should go ahead and do sex work because it's a way to gain freedom, but it's also not something to look down upon because you choose something different with your life. And it's not something that means someone has been through traumatic life events or has been abused. Obviously, like I said, I've gone through things in my life, but I don't think they ever led up to me choosing a career path that makes me happy. I think another thing that I want to talk about in this video is the stigma and the confusion. Like, if you have a question about why someone does what they do, there's no reason not to ask them. If they're doing it and they obviously are confident doing it, you should be comfortable enough to ask them. Like, we're in a world where talking behind people's backs is more normal than just asking them the question that you have. Like I said, I had a conversation this morning that spiraled into this, but it was a conversation that someone else had and then kind of trickled down to me. It wasn't someone coming to me and asking me, hey, why do you do OnlyFans? If it was something as simple as that, I don't think it would have triggered this video. And I'm kind of glad it did trigger this video because I'm happy to share my story and to tell people why I do what I do. Oh my God, my foot is asleep. Be right back. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay. My foot is asleep, but I am going to sit down on this. Oh no, that's not good. Anyway, what was I saying? Where was I? I am not ashamed of anything that I'm doing. I don't think anything's wrong what I'm doing, and I've never saw anything wrong with people doing any type of sex work. It's been a career for many people for many generations, and I don't see why you look at someone and think that there has to be something wrong with them to do something that clearly has made them happy and that's made them a lot of money. Like I said, this was a choice that had changed my life directory and has really empowered me. Oh my God, my feet are asleep. I have to sit up. Okay, like I said, this career path and this choice changed my life trajectory, and honestly was the best decision I ever made. It's allowed me freedom to move around. I have taken vacations during, times when normal people would have to be in work. This choice changed my life for the better. I feel so much more confident within myself and who I am as a person, because people do try to put you down. People do try to say, oh, there must be something wrong with you. People do try to say you're a big slut. And I am confident in the person that I am. I know that I'm a good person. I treat people with respect. I take care of people. This career has given me so many blessings, and one of those being to be able to financially support myself and take care of others when I need to. I have been able to lend people money when they need it. I've been able to, help people through different circumstances in their lives, and I've been able to save. I've been able to just change everything about my life because I have chosen to not care what people think and do something for myself. And yeah, it's not all about money, but like I said, for me, it was about freedom, and I enjoy the job. It's not something that I feel forced into doing. I know that I can get a corporate job. I know that I was able to do that for 7 years almost, and that I'm perfectly capable of having a normal job, but that's not what I want. It didn't make me happy, and if something doesn't make you happy, I don't think you should do it. I think it's completely normal to be curious about why someone chooses the choices that they make, but it's time to rewire our brains and not be so quick to conclusions on why people make the choices that they make, and thinking that there must be something crazy going on behind the scenes why they chose this certain decision. Some people are just not like you. Growing up, I've always been a super open-minded person. I've had a crazy, fun life. Yes, there has been ups and downs, but I would say, like, when I look at my life, I think fun, I think open-minded, I think caring, I think exciting and unique. It's not everybody else's story. And that's just me, and I'm just happy with who I am, and that's all that really matters. Anyway, that was my little rant, I guess. I just wanted to talk about this conversation that I had earlier this morning and hopefully give some clarity on why I chose to do something different than what everyone else chooses to do. Hopefully I explained everything I wanted to. Just remember, not everyone wants to sit behind a desk or follow everybody else's rules. I don't want to follow anyone else's rules. I want to follow my own path and make my own choices and have fun with my body and explore my body and make art with my body. And that's what I do. So I'm super happy. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, even though I probably don't want to know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.